Hey guys, welcome to this episode of SWAGDAD, and today you get to hear the incredible story of Brooke Millar. Very difficult to find mechanics who are female. Not only that, very difficult to find mechanics who own their own shop. So Brooke Millar in the SWAG form, SWAG in this sense, is superwoman achieving goals. Now definitely this episode she's going to go through what to do when you go coming through the grades of school and what subjects to study. Not only that, she's going to give you some business tips that are going to help you along your way. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the inspiring story of Brooke Millar. Thanks, Brooke, for coming on to today's show. Brooke, when I did a bit of research on you, actually on mechanics in general, it was hard enough to find a girl mechanic, but also more difficult was to find a girl mechanic that owned her own shop. Yeah. So really appreciate you, glad that we can make this happen today's sit down. But I really want to go back and take you back to how this all started from your childhood experiences to where you are now, and just break that down for us. Yeah,
so basically growing up I was just always working on motorbikes, cars. Didn't matter what it was, if it had an engine I was working on it. I grew up on an acreage, so I was always on a dirt bike or something like that. So if it broke, I'd fix it. Yeah. And then basically, being homeschooled gave me the opportunity to have more time at home, fixing cars, working with Dad in the shed, everything like that. And yeah, it's led me here, basically.
How old are you now?
I'm 23.
23?
Yeah.
Wow. So at what age did you realise you were more hands-on, that you wanted to take things apart?
Probably from about age 12, I was like rebuilding motorbike engines and helping Dad with the drag cars and stuff like that. So by the time I was 15, I knew I wanted to go down this path, and I applied for an apprenticeship and I got it, and I was like, okay.
Who was that with?
RAC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and how long was the apprenticeship?
It was about 3.5 years. So I was qualified by the time I was 18. Yeah. I was already qualified. Basically, yeah, it just kept going, stages, and I thought, no, I think it's time to go out on my own, like, because no females that do it, or not yet anyway. There's definitely a lot more females in the field now, which is awesome. But to open your own business is a huge... I'm impressed. I've got 3 girls, so to see that come from you, your determination and your discipline. What was your determination, that drive, was that already instilled in you? How did you... When I was working for RAC, I got Mechanic of the Year. I was pretty much the only female in the workshops, and which is 9 of them. So I sort of saw that as an opportunity. If I could be recognised that I'm that good, I think I'd be able to do it on my own, basically. So, and me and my brother, we go-kart race, bitumen, nearly every weekend. So racing with all the boys, working with boys, it doesn't make any difference. It just gives me more passion to beat them.
Fast forward to schooling, where'd you go to school?
So I did primary school in Lansdale. And then once I finished year 7, I was then homeschooled. Wasn't really a high school around where we were living at the time, so I saw it as an opportunity to be able to get ready for later in life, basically. So I did the homeschooling all through to year 10. As soon as I finished year 10, I started my apprenticeship. Yeah.
And you knew apprenticeship, that's definitely where you wanted to go?
I wasn't 100% sure. Being homeschooled, I was home a lot of the time, so I was just like, stepping into full-time work was huge, like being, all that time gone now. But as soon as I started it, I knew that's what I wanted to do, for sure.
So fast forward to where we are now, like the location that you're here in Greenfields, and was this your first shop?
I had a previous shop before. I had it leased for 3 years. The lease ran out, and I sort of found I needed something a bit more practical, which I stumbled across this one, which is a lot more practical. It's got the mezzanine floor, everything. I can just store stuff. Just more practical. Definitely.
Oh, nice.
So so I've got this for another 3 years, hopefully longer.
You happy here?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
And how many cars do you go through on a daily? What's a typical day for Brooke Millar?
Depending, like if it's servicing, I can do 6-7 cars a day. a lot of the jobs at the moment are just big jobs. Like I've just done engine rebuilds, clutches, all that sort of stuff at the moment. So they're things that take a little bit of time. Clutches are 2 to 3 days turnaround. Engine rebuilds can be a couple weeks, all depending. So I have a massive variety of work. It's not just spinning filters all day.
Just on cars, what car are you driving at the moment?
I drive a BA XR8.
BA XR8?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, bright green.
Bright green, so we
Yeah.
can't miss you.
No.
What's your dream car?
Dream car would be probably a Camaro, like a new Camaro, or a Dodge Challenger or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But I still don't mind the old school stuff as well. So.
Go back in terms of the schooling. And I know we've got an audience of people who watch us from a variety of ages who could be at school, wherever they may be, who may be trying to look for a career path themselves. What advice could you give them if they want to become a mechanic?
Basically, the best probably thing is to do like pre-apps and stuff like that. Would be the easier option to do. And then obviously once you've done a pre-app, you've got the basic knowledge. If you didn't have the opportunity like I had, always working with the cars and stuff. And then basically just trying to get like work experience through mechanical shops and stuff like that. I do a lot with the school around the corner. I have work experience kids come in and just do a couple days or weeks.
Just elaborate on that. What do you do in terms of helping them out? And
So basically they'll come in for like a day.
In the workshop?
In the workshop. Spend a day with me. Basically every day is different here, so they get to learn the basics of everything really. So gives them, before they finish school, gives them an opportunity to see if they actually like it. Because it's definitely a trade that you've definitely got to like it to keep going. And yeah, just give them an opportunity before they go out in the real world and go, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So yeah.
do you find there's a lot of girls in those classes coming through?
Yeah, like a lot of the work experience, they're trying to get the girls to come to mine. A lot of the male mechanics are going, oh, you know, females sort of thing. So I try and give them an opportunity like I had, just to see if they're, being a female, you've got to try and be that higher level just to...
It's an unfair...
Yeah, you still get that a little bit, but you know, if you know you're good, you've just got to show it basically. Like through my apprenticeship, like every little bit I had to do it 110% or it wouldn't happen, which I felt like if it was the other guys doing it, they sort of didn't have to.
Leeway.
Yeah, they had a bit more leeway, but it's obviously made me so much better in the long run, realistically. So I can't complain. Yeah, it's good.
So where's Brooke Millar in about 5 years time?
I would hope to be, just going bigger and stronger, and obviously by then my brother would be qualified as well, so it would be a 2 mechanic full team, which me and my brother get along like awesome. So we don't argue, we don't carry on, we just get the work done. And you know, quicker we get it done, we can go home. You know, or we can go racing and stuff. So it's good family business.
Go-kart race on the Saturdays and Sundays?
Yeah, so go-kart racing Saturday and Sundays. We travel around the state to it. Like we were in Albany last weekend.
Really? How'd you go there?
I got second.
Awesome.
Cody won. So yeah, he's just stepped up into seniors now as well. So he's doing really well. But I'm mostly spanner for him. I'm basically his pit crew. Last year he was a 3-time state champion in 3 different classes. So. We've been to Darwin, he won state titles, I won state titles in Darwin as well, so it's it's such a big family sport. Like we're always working together, we're working together here, and I'm working with him on his kart.
I was just going to ask, what do you do for fun? And obviously...
Go-karting.
But it's all mechanically...
It's a variety. Like I can do driver training and stuff at the tracks and stuff. But yeah, most of the time we're at the track or we're here or we're just chilling at home on the canals, just living the dream on the water.
So I'm just going to ask, like outside of cars, outside of anything mechanical, what does Brooke Millar like to do?
Oh, anything. I just,
Movies,
going out water skiing, or I used to love tennis. I still watch tennis. Any sports.
Who's your favourite player?
Roger Federer.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm a Nadal fan.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite female player?
Female, probably Carolina Pliskova would be one of my favourite. Yeah. Yeah.
Is Serena a fan?
Yeah. Definitely, she's definitely up there. There's a lot they're really good. So,
just touch base on the audience coming through who are watching this. What advice could you give to them in terms of owning your own business? I know that you're definitely running this place does take a bit of experience. I know you've got mentors and people who a core team. How important is having that core team?
Oh, definitely huge. Yeah, it's definitely huge. Just be able to rely on them is the biggest thing, like, because I'm still on the tools all the time, I've got to have someone in the office just taking care of that side. Basically, just got to work together and just be able to trust each other and everything like that, which, we all do. 'Cause,
Did you have any business background?
I didn't really have business background. Basically, when I was in the RAC, once I finished my time, I tried to get into the office side of things as well. Okay. So I then became a foreman. So I was ordering parts, I was putting them all into the computers, invoicing and stuff. So I learned that side of it, just to give me the experience on, answering phones and stuff like that, because, in the workshop you don't answer phones. So I wanted to try and get that, the ability to talk to customers and everything like that, get those sort of skills. So I spent about probably nearly a year in the foreman role. And then that's also, helping the mechanics as well if they need something or anything like that. I was able to do it. And then just trying to source parts from different places, I was able to call around, and sort of just got the basic skills of being in an office as well. That definitely helped opening this up, because some customers can be hard to talk to. Some customers are just way too easy. They'll talk to you all day. So just to be able to get the ability to, have conversations like that with them was the main focus.
As a mechanic, how important is customer service?
Oh, huge, definitely. Basically, a lot of my customers come from word of mouth from, friends and family and stuff. So a lot of my advertising is through my customers, which is huge. I would rather do that than having to pay for advertising, because obviously if my customers aren't saying anything, they're not happy. So to see that on my Facebook page, at the moment I'm still a 5-star rating for 3 years. To see that still at a 5-star, I read everyone's reviews, everything like that. And just to see that everyone's still happy with the work that I'm putting out is just awesome.
That's more rewarding in itself.
Yeah, that's just rewarding for me to just keep pushing to try and, excel in this sort of industry. Yeah, definitely. And being a female, it's just even better to see how happy people are.
That's really empowering.
Yeah,
it is, as sitting here next to you. Obviously, just when I first did research on you, it's like, wow, she's young. Yeah. And at 23, I had no idea what I was doing, but to run your own shop and to have a customer base of clients coming through who are happy, high five to that.
Thank you.
Brooke, just 5 of your top tips, business-wise, for those who are who are thinking of running their own shop. Yeah,
so location's a huge thing. I tried to get somewhere where it wasn't too competitive with the other businesses. There's probably 4 or 5 of us around here. Now I'm on a lot better location. I've got the main road, so school zone, people slow down. It's a perfect location. Obviously, customer base is huge. Depending on what kind of industry you're in, you just got to sort of everything's social media now anyway. Yeah. So if we can get, one good customer, you could get another 10 from that, because they're so happy with your work. The people you work with is another huge. The team you have is one of the biggest things. If you're not happy working with them, it's going to show in your work as well. What else?
Is there a passion for what you do?
Yeah, you definitely got to have a passion for what you're doing. If you don't like it, it's not going to show in the work that you're doing, especially something like this is so hands-on. It's huge, and it's a lot of money if you're not going to do it right. It's a lot of money to waste, just basically being smart with your money is another huge thing. Like, I might have a good month, but the next month might be slower. So I've got to prepare myself for that. So. Definitely money-wise is a huge thing, just to keep in mind that you can't just go.
Well, you can't bring the cash and then go spend it straight away.
That's
There's
right.
obviously steps.
Got to
and-
get out in front and
Yeah.
then go from there. But yeah, no, it's definitely pay all your bills first, and then whatever's left you can enjoy.
Yeah,
For sure.
That's it.
Definitely.
Go-karting.
Go karting. That's it.
One question before we play this game. What's the best business advice you've ever been given?
Just be smart, basically, with it. Don't try and go big too quick.
Okay, don't go big too quick.
Yeah. Be smart with it. Start small, work your way up to that. You know, don't go in huge debts to get what you want straight up, because it's not going to work for sure. So yeah, definitely start small, work your way to the top. Yeah.
And on the reverse of that, what's the worst advice you've been given?
Probably trying to do exactly what I want to do. It's just, you know, like I want it to be massive and, you know, have a big team and stuff, but it can't happen overnight. So, yeah, so it's sort of, they play against each other basically. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Brooke, we're going to play a game. Okay, nothing serious, but the game is I'm going to throw you a word, and I want you to throw me back a word that the word resembles to you, what the word means to you. The only rule of the game is you can't repeat the same word twice. Okay?
Yeah.
So, cars,
Fast.
family,
Involvement.
passion,
Enjoyment.
go-karting,
Fun.
money,
Smart.
success,
That's a hard one. Thrill.
challenges,
Yeah. Strive.
and finally, Brooke Millar's Girl Talk shop. In one word.
Different.
Awesome. My attire here, this dress, I have 3 girls, okay? Each of them chose a shirt, pants and shoes. I'm going to give you the personalities and I want you to guess who picked what.
Okay.
Okay, so number 1, personality. Fun, loving, caring, and independent. Okay, so that's the first one.
Yep.
Number 2, she's funny and quirky. And number 3, girl number 3 is very brutally honest. Brutally honest, like bad. And very direct, and she's also very independent as well. Okay, so based on those 3, who do you think picked the shirt, the pants, and the shoes for today's episode?
Okay. First girl.
We'll go the shirt. Who picked the shirt?
Shirt. Maybe the second.
Okay, all right, yep. The pants?
I'd say the first girl.
The first girl?
And the third for the
the
shoes.
wow, you are spot on.
Really?
Spot on. You have a $50 Cotton On voucher.
Yep.
And just give us a number between 1 and 12 from the top of your head, and the person who writes a comment, who watches our show and gives you, a bit of support, we'll send that $50 Cotton On voucher to them so they can get swagged up as well.
Yep.
So 1 to 12.
4.
4. Awesome. Brooke.
Thank you.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, comment below on what was your favorite part and what was your biggest takeaway. The team and I will continue to bring you a lot of value and a lot of content by connecting you to those who have achieved their goals. So if you are someone with a goal, stay tuned for upcoming episodes, but until then, stay safe and stay sexy.